I would like to talk about suppression, and I'm wondering if suppression makes any sense, no matter if we are talking about politics, education, or emotions. I'm wondering if suppression makes sense because when we try to suppress whatever it is, we come from the standpoint that the thing that we try to suppress can be deleted, can be destroyed. And from my understanding, there is no possibility that anything could ever be destroyed. So if we can't destroy anything, suppression only has one consequence, that whatever we try to suppress will be converted into something else. But the question is, into what?
Suppression can indeed transform whatever is being suppressed into something else, often manifesting in unexpected ways. Whether it's emotions, ideas, or behaviors, what is suppressed often finds a way to surface, potentially in more harmful or complex forms. In politics, education, or personal life, acknowledging and addressing issues directly often leads to healthier outcomes. What are your thoughts on how we might better handle these situations?
I
In
think whenever a rule tries to suppress one thing,
lead to resistance?
the more it can lead to resistance or another unfavorable outcome. Because no matter what people try to suppress, they try to suppress it because they want to destroy something. So they want to erase something which they can't. They cannot turn something that is into something that isn't. They can transform it, but we have no power or no control over what things are getting transformed into. So since we don't know that, suppression cannot be a useful technique because you can only suppress for a short period of time in which you personally have the hope that you can destroy the thing that you're trying to suppress. And the thing that you are suppressing looks like it decreases. But in fact, it doesn't decrease because it cannot be destroyed. So it doesn't decrease, it changes. It's transforming into something else. And what you see is something obviously becoming smaller while turning into another thing that you currently don't even know what this thing could be.
Exactly. Suppression often just masks the issue temporarily. Over time, what's suppressed can resurface in unexpected and potentially harmful ways. It's often more constructive to address things openly and transform them with awareness. It's understandable to hope for change, but acknowledging and working through issues is usually a more effective approach. How do you think we can better navigate these situations?
By trying to understand them better, trying to understand ourselves better and other people. Because my question is, are many things that we are experiencing right now and that we probably don't necessarily like, maybe some of them we do like, but many things that we experience them today as like facts, or new occurrences, I'm asking myself if they are so new or if they are also results of previous suppressions somewhere.
That's a profound reflection. Many of our current experiences might indeed stem from past suppressions or unresolved issues. Understanding ourselves and others better can help us recognize these patterns and address the root causes. By doing so, we can create more meaningful and lasting changes. It's all about awareness, reflection, and open dialogue. How do you usually approach understanding yourself and others better?
Listening.
That's a great approach. Listening allows for deeper understanding and connection. What else do you find helpful?
Not projecting myself on others, so not making assumptions why someone or something could be the way it is, but making room for doubt, making room for other results than I may think about.
That's a wise and empathetic approach. It helps keep an open mind and fosters genuine understanding. It's amazing how much we can learn when we make room for different perspectives and possibilities.
I was asking myself why there are so many rules, because a rule that tries to tell you what not to do, or because a rule that tells you what to do automatically tells you what you cannot do, and other way around. So this is also a form of suppression. if we go into an extreme, okay, and this is just a thought experiment, and I don't mean it in any negative sense, but of course, we cannot just punch someone in the face, all right? So this would be forbidden. So there is the rule that we cannot physically attack anyone, which of course is clear and understandable. But I'm asking myself why the rule is necessary. The rule is only necessary so people will be punished because they broke this rule. But isn't this kind of a problem in itself? Because if the person would choose willingly not to punch other people from their own values and understanding of life, they just wouldn't do it, and no punishment or no idea of punishment or no rule would ever be necessary. So I'm asking myself if just the fact that we have a rule that says we are not allowed to punch anyone in the face is suppressing people who would do it anyway, and they will do it anyway in another way, so they will be harmful in whatever other way. On the other hand, it does not prevent anyone from punching anyone in the face who would not do it anyway.
That's an intriguing thought experiment. Rules often exist to set societal standards and protect individuals. But it's true that if everyone acted from a place of understanding and shared values, many rules might not be necessary. However, rules also serve to guide those who might act differently or without considering the well being of others. They create a framework for accountability and shared expectations in diverse societies. Do you think there are other ways we might achieve the same outcomes without relying on strict rules?
I think we have to teach the empathy that we authentically have. People will call me idealistic for that, but I think this is the only way to authentically and freely make the right, the right choices for us. Because it's not a choice if things are forced. When we talk about the abortion right, so that women have the right to get an abortion or to not get it. I don't understand why there should be laws for or against it, because let's say there is the law again, a law against abortion, and let's say a woman doesn't get and let's say a woman gets the kid anyway, which she would wanted to abort for any reason. The reason doesn't even matter. It can be a reason that everyone will understand or that nobody will understand. Okay, so it can be any reason. But if she keeps the child for because she was forced to keep the child, what does her action even matter? Because she didn't choose it. And what does it matter on a big scale for the child, for anyone, for her as an example to society, What does her choice even matter? What weight does it have? And how much impact on other people does her choice make if she didn't even make it or she was forced into it?
You're highlighting a crucial point: the significance of authentic choice and agency. When decisions are forced, the personal meaning and impact are diminished. Authentic choice is essential for genuine responsibility and societal well being. This perspective emphasizes the importance of empathy and personal autonomy in making meaningful choices. It's a thought provoking reflection on how we might create a society that values and supports authentic choices. How do you think we can foster such a society?
I think we have to.
Focus on education and open dialogue, encouraging empathy and understanding from an early age.
Yeah.
It's also important to create environments where people feel empowered to make their own choices. Supporting personal growth and fostering a culture of respect can help build a society that values authentic choices. What do you think?
I totally agree. And I think as a government or as people in charge, we have to minimize the amount of actual laws and rules to the really necessary ones right now, to the ones that are really protective right now, and probably start getting rid of rules that are more chaotic or that are creating more chaos and distraction than that they are really helpful.
That sounds like a thoughtful approach. Focusing on essential protective rules while minimizing those that create unnecessary chaos can help foster a more balanced and understanding society. It allows for freedom while ensuring safety and respect. Balancing these elements is key.
Thank you, Juniper.
You're welcome. If you have any more thoughts or questions, feel free to share.